wanted to become a world champion since the age of 13. Here it is. There is the belt sat across you. Big opportunity, a big moment. Tell us your thoughts.
First and foremost, I want to thank Queensberg for giving me the opportunity. I want to thank Nick Ball for obviously, giving me the opportunity as well. And yeah, this is my third attempt, and we have we got a good fight in front of us. I'm not gonna lie. This is the fights that I get up for. This is the fights that motivate me. Like I was telling somebody earlier, I've always wanted to test myself. In my eyes, Nick Ball is one of the best fighters at 126. So I want to test myself. I want to see where I stand. I don't have that pressure. Oh, what if? I'm just excited to see where I stand. And we've had a great camp. So 2 more days and it's almost here.
I watched an interview with you talking about your camp. It sounds like you have certainly put in the work, more rounds in training, more punches per round. Is that about right? Is that the sort of camp it's been?
That is true. We've had that camp, but also too, that we've had different types of styles, because with Nick you can't just have one style. You gotta have a style that you can do as a backup style. You gotta kind of convert the both of them. So it's a little bit of both. It's not just one style that you can go into a fight. It's a variety of styles, but in order for you to go into a fight, especially a fight against Nick Ball, you have to be in the best tip top to shape of your life, which you've gone into.
I also heard, Ronnie, I heard you speaking about this fight and what this means to you. And you talked about how actually this is also an opportunity to show your kids that you put your mind to it, you can do it. Yeah. So there's a lot heading into this for you, right?
I mean, there is, but there's not. At the end of the day, I just want to see where I rank amongst the best. And like I said, Nick Ball is one of the best. He's not a champion for a reason. So I want to see where I stand. Everything else is going to come secondary, to be honest with you.
Well, let's speak to one of the best, and I think many in this room will have him down as the best right now. Nick Ball, you used to watch shows at the M&S Bank Arena, formerly Echo Arena as a kid. You'd watch on thinking one day that will be me. Well, that one day is coming up 2 days away now. You're headlining in Liverpool. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, that's it, Dev. Just glad to be back more than anything, fighting in my own city. This is where it all started, and it feels good to be fighting here as a world champion. So yeah, and thanks for everyone coming out and buying tickets, coming to support me, and thanks to Frank for putting it on, and George and everyone at Team Queensbury, and the whole team.
Feels like you've got the support of Liverpool. I mentioned already you were at the game last night. You've got Liverpool posting about you on their Instagram. You're doing interviews with them. It feels like the city are getting behind you, Nick.
Yeah, that's how it should be, and that's what it is. We get behind our own. If you see someone doing well and putting the hard work in, it pays off.
You can. You're training. Any adjustments for what Ronny Rios brings, or same old?
Same old, yeah. Always working hard in the gym, listening, staying focused, yeah, with the same people around me, and it all pays off come fight night.
But there's a bit of a change, because you were the hunter. Now you've become the hunted. You were the man with the target on your back. What does that do for you mentally heading into this fight?
That's what it is, isn't it? There's loads of fighters out there you want to become world champion, and that shows the proper fighters. So I was like that coming up, and now I've done it. I've got to keep the same mentality, keep working hard, not taking the foot off the gas, and keep going.
And the title has finally arrived. Took a little while, but that is the official WBA world title in front of you. Does that make it feel more real, Nick?
Yeah, it is more real than sitting here. It's a few days away now, so it's exciting more than anything now.
Any nerves?
Not yet, no. Probably on the night, but the nerves bring the best out of you, so yeah.
Ronny, let me bring you in here. You have had, I believe, 17 more fights than Nick Ball. You are the older man heading into this. How do you make your experience a factor on Saturday?
It's a good question, because I know he's going to be in shape, so you just gotta, there's a few ways around it, but I mean, we got into the best two-time show we could, so I think that's one of the things that's going to play different in this fight.
And when you're faced with a wrecking ball, I guess you either try and move out of the way of the wrecking ball so it doesn't hit you, or you face it head on and you try and push the wrecking ball back, what are you going to do?
Go forward. Run forward towards it.
Nick, that sounds like a great fight, but also maybe not the best idea to push back against a wrecking ball. What do you think?
Yeah, he thinks he's going to get in there and push me back. You know, he'll find out that that's not going to happen. Yeah, you know, might sound good saying it. You can think it, you know, in front of the cameras, doing these talks and that. But once you get in the ring, it's a different story. So, good luck.
What makes you so hard to beat, Nick?
Just how hard it's saying. You know, my mindset. Yeah, how I carry myself.
Ronny, when we look at Nick Ball here, he is